Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Rice Owls, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Delaware Blue Hens. During EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. To get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. There's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Quick throw to his receiver. He's wide open. Look out. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Handoff running right. Breaks an open space. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. But Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Third and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Stopped quickly after the catch, but it's 1st and goal now at the 7.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They can't stop him. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Looking to pass. It's Gay. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown. Out. As they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. On first down, it's play action. Pass complete on the crosser. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Call the counter run here. Well, the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And there's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Blue Hens with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And this one is caught. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
1st and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. That'll be a sack. The defense has the last word here in this period. So it's Rice in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Hand off to the single back. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Rice offense on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The pass rush closing in. There's a throw underneath to the back. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Looking to throw. It's Gay. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, what a grab! He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And here's the handoff.
But this running back has got to be elated that somehow he's able to get it back. I'll tell you who else is elated. The play caller and his head coach on the sideline.
He'll ride the back again here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And 3rd and short to hand the ball off. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Throws the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Gay. Caught by the receiver. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And now the handoff. Fights off a defender.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Powering through. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The offense, this is play number 11 on the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Caught quickly. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Blue Hens will hustle to the line to win the hurry-up offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. They bring him down, a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. First play of the second half to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. One-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. A deep shot to the right. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left, out of the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Handoff heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Great job with the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Scanning the field. It's Gay. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
All right, so it's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. A dangerous place on the field. Are they going to run the ball to get some breathing room or be more aggressive? And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his third interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from their own 1. This was an important play. They want to avoid a 3rd and long at this spot on the field. This time, a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's a crucial first down. They're no longer backed up against their own goal line. First out of the 13. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Knox. Rick's run tackle gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Blue Hens will crank up the tempo. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Blue Hens will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Catch made on the out route. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And the Blue Hens will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's a comeback route. And he goes down after a solid game on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from any receiver in college football. You go against man coverage, you have to have the ability to separate. The receiver plants, turns, and he's well clear of the defender, giving the quarterback a clear shot for his throw.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And 6 more points to the total. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the quarterback dropping back. And he makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point try gets them within a field goal now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up. A scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. Zero running right. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To the air. It's Gay. Looking downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. A missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this. I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
The first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pass caught on a comeback route. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And Rice has the lead here. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff to the right side. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Ball handed off. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
So an important third down play coming up. A field goal try here will be from 60. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. The tight end's got it on the quarter route. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Fighting him off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
How
about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the fourth quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on third down. The receiver grabs it. Run down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice gain.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
The Blue Hens starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Gay. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain of that catch and run.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Owls. They jump on top out here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
BAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. As the first down is still going. Here he goes. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Chris, you know how I feel about the option. If there isn't any penetration, this is a dangerous play for the defense to try to defend. The quarterback's able to get to the edge, draw the defender towards him, and then deal it out to the running back, who's got a lot of room on the outside to run.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them a lead here late in this game.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Rice offense is out there again. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Hit as he released it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to throw it deep. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. They'll try the ground game here with running back. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? And on the carry, he's heading left. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produce some magic. Dropping back, it's Gay. He'll take a deep shot here. It's dropped. It would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
It comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Here comes a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? They'll try the right here. Has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. They have taken the lead with time running down.
And with a game on the line, they go back to that offensive line and the running back, and it pays off. They take the lead here late in the game, Chris. Now they're up 2. Do you go with conventional wisdom and just kick the extra point? Or maybe you go for 2 to make your opponent have to drive the length of the field for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Quick throw to the left side. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, really good call here by the defensive coordinator working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Get 6 defensive backs with that dime look. Cover as much ground as you can and have as much speed as you can. I think the quarterback may have been confused there and just threw the ball away.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the 4th quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get 1st downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Knox. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. He'll hand it off. Brings in the end zone. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. And a late timeout taken. Just 4 seconds on the clock. So now we're going to have a crucial field goal attempt coming up. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. And with 4 seconds to go, this field goal would send us to OT. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And that one straight down the middle. And that ties the score now in the final seconds.
Well, how about that? This guy comes in with all the pressure in the world, and he ties it up. I think we might be looking at some extended time in this one.
It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. Coverage team brings down the returner. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the second overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the third overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that third series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
And the Blue Hens begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense drops him for a loss. A tougher second down on the way.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Breaks into open space. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to the end zone. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime. Can you say methodical? A marathon launch, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down the defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Point after, not quite through. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. They'll hand it off.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
The defense now backed up in their own red zone. And the tailbacks got it again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, it's a huge overtime interception. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.